My name's Alicia, and you're listening to Infinite Rocket Power. This podcast will be updated on a weekly or bi-weekly basis regarding topics in my life and different aspects and perspectives about life. Today's topic is called Stop Letting It Slide. Are you letting people bully you, or are you refusing to stand up for yourself? I chose this topic because there's a thin line between the act of bullying and a person not standing up for themselves. My definition of bullying is the degree in which a person presses their will on or against you. I feel like bullying has a mixture of elements such as pressure, high expectation, and manipulation. And I also feel and recognize these elements touch all aspects of life, such as kids at school, people in relationships, as well as people at work. I feel society cultivates a victim mindset regarding issues that stem from bullying and a person's inability to stand up for themselves. Alright, before someone is bullied, they're tried. So people out here trying other people, and they say, "Oh, he tried me," and it man tried me. It's like a test that you got to pass to see where your line is regarding certain issues, and people can see based off their own personal agenda that they got going on. For example, I was in Dillard's or whatnot, and this was a little bit after my surgery. Well, I was well enough after my surgery to go to Dillard's. I'm gonna say that. So my mouth was wired shut for almost 3 months. So with that being said, I was weighing about $118 at the time. So I looked like a little kid. Is the point of me saying all this? Because I had already been having certain experiences where people thought I was a little kid, and I had to let them know I'm a grown woman. So I went to Dillard's, and I seen when the lady looked at me, like she was peeping me, looking me up and down or whatever. So I seen that, but I went to go get my Betsy Johnson earrings and purchase them. So I'm ready to check out, and I can't go to the state of the jury department to check out because the lady's already assisted other customers. So I go to the makeup department, which is where the lady was at that looked me up and down. And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, are you able to check me out? I just got one item." So she was over there talking to the girl, not doing anything. And she was like, "Well, the jury department is over there. I said, I didn't ask where the jury department was located at, ma'am. I asked, are you able to go ahead and check me out? Because I only got one item that I'm trying to purchase." So when I said that, she got it together. I'm going to say that. She got it together. And so, now it's, "Oh, how's your day going? And, oh, I like your nails." And yeah. So in this scenario, she wanted to press her will against me because she wanted to continue to have her conversation. She thought she was dealing with a child, and she wanted me to turn around and go somewhere else. That was her will. But I chose to stand my ground. I pressed back, and I took action by letting her know in my tone and in my words, that's not how it's going to be, and that's not how it's going to go down. Alright, second scenario. When you're at work, your job, for the most part, I think everybody's job pressures them to do more than what they're required to do. So let's say you have a quota at your job, and it's whatever the quota is, any number, and they're pressing you to do more and more and more. You got a group of people that's going to be internalizing this pressure that they're putting on you by leaving work with a headache and going home upset and miserable. And you got a group of people that doesn't care no more or no less after the job said what they had to say about what they needed to do or what they would like for them to do, because they're at peace with putting in the 100% they already put in and get paid for doing, that they're not going to be worried or internalize anymore where it's like a problem in their life. So in that scenario, I feel like, it's a choice in the matter. You're either going to choose to internalize this energy, or you're going to not be susceptible to it. It's one or the other. There's a choice in the matter. You gotta speak up. If they try to write you up, you gotta speak up. A lot of times people don't want to explain, or no one's perfect. So what's the issue? What's the problem? You need to speak up. So last scenario, I was in the orthodontist, and the lady was saying how she was trying to pass the phone call to somebody else because she said the patient was bullying her. And it kind of triggered me in a way, because I was like, how can a patient bully you? And I hate when people use that term for scenarios like that, because that's not what it was. What it was you didn't want to stand in what you were saying, and he was still pressing, and you didn't continue to press. That's what it was. You folded and then started crying and whining and had to pass the phone call. And that's not a him problem. I feel like that's a you problem. That's something you need to work on. That's not okay. So, moving forward, who does bullying on these levels and degrees that I'm speaking about? Who is most prone to this behavior? I feel people pleasers are most prone to this behavior, because people pleasers don't put themselves first. People pleasers have passive aggressive behavior. People pleasers agree to do stuff that they don't want to do. And I feel like bulliers just capitalize off people pleasers, because you people pleasing is not okay. It's not a good thing, because it puts you in a sector of space in the world to where you complaining all the time, and this and that, woo, and you're not doing anything about it. You're constantly putting bandages on something that you really need to work on. And if you're out here just saying yes to stuff that you need to say no to, that's a problem. Just to see a smile on someone else's face. Also, people pleasers are quick to do things for other people faster than they are themselves. That's an issue that needs to be addressed. And if you're out here doing that, work on that. But constantly practicing people pleasing and then falling a victim to it, and then say you're a victim, I don't agree with that. I feel like the real issue is not being addressed. Work on not saying yes, but saying no sometimes, and putting yourself first. Even when it comes to money, for example, my homegirl, she does hair, and she had agreed to do someone's hair in a time frame that she felt she would be able to do it. But she sat back and asked herself, am I pushing myself? Am I rushing myself? Am I putting myself in a compromising space in so many ways just to get this money? Is it worth it? No. So she called back and rescheduled. So she's still going to get her money. She just ain't probably going to get it that day. But it's about knowing that it's still going to be out there. If you got to tell your friend no sometimes, guess what? You still going to have a friend. So I say that to say, stop letting it slide and ride. It's time to speak up. Y'all have a blessed day.